this right here is a mixture problem. What it means is like, it says how many liters of water must be added to 50 liters of a 30% acid solution in order to produce a 20% acid solution. Yeah, so let's kind of think about this for a second. We're going to try to make this make a little bit more sense. So we're going to do, let's think of alcohol. All right, so we're going to think of alcohol. So if you have something that's like 99% alcohol, so that's like almost pure alcohol. Beer is, but maybe it's like 7%. And so like, and if you have like something else, like harder liquor, it could be like, there's this one drink, it's called Bacardi 151, and it's 151 proof, and to find out the percentage, you divide the proof by 2. I believe it's 75.5%. It's like a shot. If I have rum and add a little bit of water, the universal color for water is blue. If I do that, I can get any percent that I want. I can have 1%. If I fill it up with like all water, then it's gonna be like 1%. That's what they're doing here. So when you have like this, like it says here, how many liters of water must be added to 50 liters of a 30% acid solution? So here is your acid solution. So it's like, it's almost like you're going the other way. So you're going like this, and here's your water. So you have your, so like this, and it's how many liters. So it's a certain amount of liters, X liters, and then you have your acid over here, and the acid solution is, this is a 30% acid solution, and you're going to add this water like that, and you're going to get some sort of new acid solution. So I'll put like this, and if I could do this all over again, I would definitely do it in the other direction. So I'm going to draw it over really quick. So we're going to go like this. You're going to have your water going into your acid. So you have your water, 30% acid. X is the liter of well, it says how many liters of water. So X is the liters of water. It's like how much water. It is a variable. So it says how many liters of water must be added to 50 liters. We have 50 liters of acid. So this acid is up at the 50 liter mark. And we need to add this water to this acid to get this new thing, which is watery acid. So you get this new thing right here, which is a combination of both. So it's going to have, well, I know what I'll do. I'll just go like that. So it'll have your acid and it'll have your water. This is going to be a 20% acid solution. So how did it go from a 30% acid solution to a 20% acid solution? You added the water and you basically diluted it. This is going to be the chart. This is the mixture problem chart. Mixture problem chart. We're going to go for the mixture problems, go ahead and draw 3, unless you're mixing 3 things. So you're going to have 3 going this way, and we're going to write the word pat. P-A, and I'm pretty much sure this is different than how your teacher is doing it, but it is a chart. Pat, and it works. So the P is going to stand for percent, but put it in decimal. The A is going to stand for amount in original, and I'll just write amount in original jar or container. And the T is the total in new container, in the new mix. So A is going to be like how much you have in the original containers. It'll be how much you have in here and how much you have in here. And then T is how much of that goes into the total. If you're going to make a 20%, well, I guess in this example over here, I could dilute this in one of 2 ways. I could add water to the rum container, or I could just put both in a new container. So A would be how much you have in the original rum container. It would be this number here. it would also be this number here. It's how much is in the rum and how much is in the water before they're mixed. So it's the pre-mixed amount. So amount in original jar, and that's its total in new jar. So and then over here you just put each thing. What's liquid number 1 called? So water. So you got your water, and what's liquid number 2 called? Acid. Okay. And then this thing right here, we're going to shade this bad boy in. This number here, you're going to throw that number in. You throw it in there. And they might give it to you in the problem. You're going to toss, and like they're going to give it to you. And like this though, these numbers, you can add straight down. So these numbers here, you can go, so this is addition, this is addition. All right, so you're going to addition. Kind of easy to remember because this is times, and that's equal. That times that is that. And then you add down, and that is your setup for your mixture problem. So this is, you don't add the yellow column. You can add the A column and you can add the T column. You cannot add the P column. So I guess you could think of it as never add P to your mix. Let's read it again. It says, how many liters of water? Well, and percent is like, percent is percent acid. So that's percent. So this problem is kind of tricky because of that. So percent acid. Do you know what percent acid water is? It's 0%. So let's go ahead and put that in decimal form, 0. All right, so then, and it says how many liters of water. So what are we going to put for these amount of water in this original container? The question is saying how many liters of water? Do we know how many liters of water? It's X. We don't know how much water we got to add. So let X equal amount of water. All right, so let X equal amount of water. So then you got 0 times that is 0. Now, our acid in our original container. Let's see. How many liters of water must be added to 50 liters of 30% acid? All right, so 50 liters of 30% acid. So where do we put? We got 50 liters and put it in decimal. Okay, and then how much in the original acid container? How much like volume? How many liters of acid? 50 liters of a 30%. So here's the 50 liters, and it's made of 30% acid. It's like 50 liters containing 30% alcohol. So technically there's kind of like water in there also, because it's not pure acid. So you have 50 liters right here. Here's your 50, it's in liters. I'll put the L, I'll put liters, but you shouldn't put it in there. Liters, but I'll highlight it. So now, we're allowed to add down. So what do you get adding down? Right here. Well, you can do either way, but you can add down. They can't talk to each other. Well, like a heart plus a square is a heart plus a square. So 50 plus X. 50 plus X. And then you need to go across to get this guy here. 0.3 times 50, and you can't do that by hand. 15. All right, and how do you get, okay, now this is kind of weird. Well, actually, we can go ahead and throw in the yellow shaded number. If we read, it says here, water, acid, and this is the mix. That's your mix. The mix that's where you just throw it in. The mix is going to be 20% acid. I could go right here and I could add straight down, and if I add straight down, what do I get? Dot. Okay, so I add straight down, I get 15. Now I could multiply across, but that's the same thing as like this. Like if I have like, let's say there's a 3 here and a 6 here, and I multiply across, I'm going to get like 18. Better yet, let's say I have an X here. So here, let me do this over. If I have a 3 here, and I have an X here, and I multiply across, what do I get over here? All right, and let's say we're like, all right, let's go ahead and solve for X. So 3 times X is 3X equals 3X. Divide by 3, divide by 3, X equals X. You can't do that. You can't do that times that equals what those two things are, you have to get that answer from somewhere else. And you get it from here going down. You can't say here. So I'm going to get rid of that and that. Oh, will this work? I can't say that this answer is 0.20 times 50 plus x. It is, but I can't put that in there and solve for it because I'm going to end up with x equals x. So I need to get that answer a different way. I need to get the same value as this a different way. And the way you get it is by adding down this way. It's 15. So that business. So now you found that same answer a different way. So now you set it up. You say, all right, well, my P times my A equals 15. And all right, let's distribute. All right, so 10 plus 20x equals 15. Minus 10 minus 10. 0.20x equals 5. Divided by 0.20 divided by 0.20. This is 5 divided by 0.20. We have to write this in opposite order. So 0.20 going in to 5. Okay, so then we go right here. We go point and as many, because 5 is really the same thing as 5.0. Right? And then, yep, you go, you got to make that 0.20, like it cannot be a fraction. It needs to be, okay, so you have 20 going into 500. So 20 goes into 50 twice. That's 40. And that's 1, 0, free drop down, 0. 20 goes into 100. How many times? I'll try it over here. So 20 times 5. That's 0. That's 10. Is that right? 25. Yep, so your x equals 25. And make sure that's what you're looking for. And you kind of have it over here. X is the amount of water. Boom. So x is 25. And then since it's volume, it's going to be liters. And that's it.